and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking all about monthly favorites again for the millionth time. It feels, I feel like I film this video like every couple weeks, even though we really only do this every 3 to 4 weeks. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about monthly favorites, shall we? Shall we? So my first monthly favorite would be my puppy. Does any of you guys have a doggy you love? And if so, who is that doggy? So this is my favorite doggy. And his monthly favorite would be the beach and toys. Huh. Okay. You wanna go outside and play? Maybe just a little bit. We're gonna keep on filming with the door shut so we don't have any of the extra background noise. But I thought it would be really fun to open up this month's monthly favorites with my favorite sites to shop on, because I always usually open up with skincare, but I've been using that skincare religiously and I feel like I talk about it in every video and I don't want to sort of exhaust it. Y'all know what my skincare favorites are by now probably. If not, I'll just go ahead and put them in the bottom bar for you so we don't talk about them again. Going into my favorite shops, one of my first favorite shops is Vitacost, and the reason I love that shop is because you don't have any limit on what you can buy really. To me, it is like a really awesome natural site that has just about everything. It's a natural and vegan site. You can filter it out depending on whether you have gluten-free allergies, whether you're vegan, whether you're vegetarian, whether you're just so many things, so many options, and that's why it's one of my favorite sites. You could buy dog treats on there, you could buy actual dog food on there, and you're not going to get your run-of-the-mill brands that are bad for you or bad for dogs. You're going to get everything from cinnamon sugar coconut chips to even things that you would have seen like in Birchbox and other healthy vegan boxes, and you get them at like a fraction of that cost, because typically when those subscription boxes put on their site like little treats and foodies and goodies for you to buy, they're always at the wholesale cost, or you have to buy an extraordinarily big box. On this site you don't have to. You could buy everything from the most craziest of treats to the most simplest of treats, such as coconut waters, and they'll be shipped to your house. Some things are only packed by like cases and stuff like that, but there's not a whole lot of options that are or aren't. And then of course there's beauty products on there, and my favorite section of course is the beauty products aside from the food, because you can never have enough awesome snacks. So brands I like on there are Zadig, Mad Hippie, you can even find Juice Beauty on there. Giovanni is great for hair, Glow Naturals is great for hair, and so many other wonderful, exciting things. I actually do have a product from Vitacost that is from Glow Naturals, and this is from the Coconut Collection, and it's a really smoothing hair serum. Just makes your hair look and feel very like smooth. You can put this hair in when your hair is damp, which is what I love to do, but if you feel like you have some flyaways, you can always tame those with this when you place it in dry hair as well. Just a pea-sized amount of very little goes a long way with this one, but it doesn't leave any residue in your hair. It doesn't kick up, it's not flaky. It's a clear serum, so you get the best of both worlds, whether you are blonde, red, black, whatever, because it's completely clear. Sites I really like are Route 21, because you can get really amazing, really affordable clothing on there. And the reason I really love Route 21 is because they have such stylish, cute things. They're cut pretty true to American sizing. Like if you're like me where you're a medium, they're not going to send you a small. You get like a real medium. The size chart really works. But you get such beautiful, stylish things, and for whatever size you are, it's a unisex store, so you can go on there if you're a guy, and they always have the new fun hit things. So you're never off the mark on there when you're shopping for what's fresh and what's in style. So sites and stores that I really love are of course Ulta.com. I mean, hello, this kind of is silly even putting in here because it kind of goes without saying, but the reason I really like Ulta and why I've been going way more than Sephora is because, well, there were a lot more Ultas in like Pensacola, Florida and Alabama than there are in California. So but I didn't really go that often. I never really went to Ulta's when I lived down there. I always shopped online at Sephora.com. But it really comes down to the deals for me. If you spend like $500 instead of getting like a VIB Rouge sample, you get $17.50 off. And to me, that's awesome because I tend to not use my samples. So I really love their rewards. That I really, really love are, of course, Petite Bourre. My Petite Bourre box for August. No, wait, which month are we in? Did I just get the August box? Yeah, I probably did. I can't recall. No, that was the July. So this is the August box. So this is the August box I just got. I haven't opened it yet, but I really love Petite Bourre because if you are subscribed to their monthly box, you get 20% off their website, and not just 20% off the goodies they sent to you if you like them, 20% off the whole site, and plus you can pick your own samples at random whether you're a subscriber or not. So if you're somebody who's like, I would really love to try that moringa oil, then you know, you can go ahead and check that out. I'm just kind of making up like words just so you kind of get the gist. And you can check it out in any kind of millimeter size that they offer. So there's really great deals on petitebourre.com, and they're real beauty products. They're high-end beauty products. There's no kind of shady kind of just small internet site products in these boxes where when you get them they're falling apart, the jar lid is not screwed on all the way. That's kind of why I kind of shied away from getting so many indie products, because when it arrives to you, you never know what you're gonna get. You end up with a bag of pigment because the jar came undone, and then you end up with a company that can't take a review, and you really have to watch your words. Even if you give a glowing review, they still may not exactly like what you say or understand what you're saying. And there's a lot of people who don't always understand what I'm saying, so I'm trying to be better at that. But I think I tend to think ahead of what I'm saying, and so I kind of my brain goes faster than my mouth is what I guess I'm trying to say. And so sometimes I have to go back and edit. Anyways, so long story short, I'm trying to work on that, but and trying to format my reviews so I can really think about what I want to say. But I hate reading material and vlogging. It's like, no, just no. And I'm not good enough at grammar to be a blogger versus a vlogger. We'll just put that there. So, but yes, Petite Bourre I really like, and be bold, be kind. They're always kind. They're always kind. When you give them a very minor shout out, you say you loved whatever they put in here, even if it's just one item that you really, really love, and you know, they're cool with that. Like they don't need you to be like, okay, well the whole box was amazing, and keep going at it. You know, I like people that really know how to accept genuine feedback, because you want to grow as a company, you know, and taking out the trash. So you're gonna hear my dog bark because he's very talkative, but I'm not ignoring him. Sorry, but he's a bit of a watchdog. So those are my favorite internet sites that I'm loving. So we're gonna drop from there and go into favorite basics. I'm really loving are my beauty blenders. Where have these been all my life? Like seriously, if you don't have one of these, the real deal, you need to go ahead and find out a way to finance one. Even if they're offering like a kit or something like that, you could split the kit with a friend. Do it, because these are an investment to me, much like a brush. I've seen these get raved about on professional sites geared towards professionals. I've seen them get raved about by professional vloggers who work in the industry, and some people jokingly call them bacteria blenders. But if you keep yours to yourself and keep it nice and clean, you shouldn't have that problem. This material though is just better than any dupe. This material, I don't know if this material is patent, and that's why nothing can really stand up to this, because this is the creme de la beautiful creme of this is what it is. And now there are other brands like Estee Lauder that have like the cushion stick foundation that has the exact same material on it, but you're only getting like this much of a beauty blender, and they're not calling it a beauty blender tool, so I think they're allowed to use that same material. But as far as like Real Techniques is concerned, the fact that that is a beauty blender, they can't use the same material because they're ripping off a product. I think this product's trademarked. So, but I really love beauty basic of the month or rediscovered would be my furless brushes. I just love these. I've been obsessed over my furless again. I use them with just about every makeup look. I love when I have a clean, dry furless and I could just do my makeup again. This brush has been one of my favorites this month just for like contouring. It's a little intense for blusher, but it's beautiful for bronzer and gorgeous for baking. I love the eyeshadow brushes, whether it's this or the blendy one. I use the blendy one a lot. And then just about any face brush that can whisk on highlighter or blush, I'm down with. But my absolute favorite has been the Furless MF1. This is wet now, so it's not going to have the actual shape it is, but it's shaped like a tulip. So you're going to be able to get the powder right underneath the eyes. And since I went back to using this mama again, I haven't had any of my foundation crease under the eyes, and I don't think I've really made it known on social media that I've been getting creasing problems, but I have. But since this baby walked back into my life, this tulip brush, I'm in love. I think I had a MAC tulip brush back in the day that I didn't really use a lot because I went cruelty free right after I bought it, and so it kind of just sat around. But this tulip brush, you need a tulip brush in your life because it does everything from highlighting to perfect brush to perfect blush to a great on point bronzer to on fleek highlighter, and really good for setting underneath the eyes without smudging any of your eye makeup. 3 favorite blushes of the month, and this actually comes as a surprise to me. And number 1 would be the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure. And I like this because it looks kind of boring in the pan. Like at first when I got it, I was like, did I get the right blush? Is this really like what I want? This is kind of like subtle, but truthfully, one that I thought I wanted, which was a Luminous Flush, holds no candle to this one. This is beautiful. I'm actually wearing it. It actually oxidizes to a darker shade. Believe it or not, you have to be super careful with this one if you have fair skin, because it oxidizes to like a really kind of like radiant, very soft wearable plum, if you will, for light skin. So it never stays brown, but I just like it because the finish on it, more so than just the pigmentation, the finish is really, really soft and pretty. So you do have to play it safe with these. Your blush never looks ready. Sometimes if I apply too much of this color, I have to buff out with the beauty blender, just whatever's remaining on my beauty blender, and be like, I just overdid it. I just way overdid it. So this really needs to take it easy. I really need to take it easy when applying this. I just haven't found the right brush I like for this, because sometimes the really fluffy blending brushes just get a little too much on. Okay. Hi, honey. So my next favorite blush is the Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush. I'm like so like I'm trying to stay here. If you can't tell, I can really keep a good train of thought despite distractions. But he's such a cute distraction. I'm having such like a hard time focusing. So I'm sorry, I'm not neglecting my dog. Once again, people will not stop going in and out of the house. Thank you. Okay, so sending out vibes. The Too Faced Sweetheart Flush Blush, perfect, whatever, heck, I don't know. We're done. Done. No, I'm just joking. This color I love. It doesn't oxidize. The Sweethearts blushes are really, really, really easy to use because they don't oxidize. They're just a beautiful baked formula. This one is actually much more pigmented than I thought when I first got it. I've probably gotten 50 shades paler than when I first bought this. But if you're really pale, this is really all you need. Swirl all the colors out and you've got this perfect blush. Whatever this yellow thing is, it's not a highlighter for fair skin, so I just kind of swirl it all out for that perfect kind of apricot-y peach. So the next one I have, and I'm sorry if my blushes are kind of a bore, but I really like the Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush in Candy Glow. And here is Candy Glow. I actually got really close to getting Bellini, and then I actually, for some weird reason, I must have grabbed the other peach package, the Beach Peach, and I ended up having to return it because I already have way too much Beach Peach as it is. Like a lot. It's still raised. So yes, I don't have Bellini and it's not in stock. So but but I have Candy Glow. As much as these are my favorites, I should have Bellini by now, but I don't. And it's been a long time since I purchased a blush, but I really look forward to picking out a blush shade every day, because to me it really just kind of is the, I don't know, that perfect like syrup of choice when you're building a sundae. Yeah, for me that's what blush is. I mean, highlighters I could do with only having one highlighter, but why would you do that? But for blush I have to have several, because it really changes the mood of the whole makeup, I think. Like even if you have like a really boring eye, if you have the right blush, everything changes. So I love Candy Glow. Once again, this is a shade that's actually even lighter than Beach Peach, and it's very forgiving. You don't have to buff it down, buff it out. It's perfect, does not oxidize. So I love those. I used to wear too much rouge on this channel. Some of you guys who've been following me from the beginning probably know that. I've taken a lot more makeup classes. I've had a lot more experience, and I guess just my taste in blush has changed overall. Part of that might be because there's so many other face products nowadays, like highlighters and bronzers and stuff like that, and false lashes and lipsticks, and the world of makeup has changed very much so. We're much more face focused. I feel there's so many other products other than blush, but I still love a great blush, even though I don't. Ride or Die tag is a really popular one here on YouTube. But one of my Ride or Die bronzers, because I've had just about every Too Faced bronzer, but one of them would be the Sun Bunny Dark. This is such a great bronzer. It's never ashy, it's never gold, it's never sparkly, but it really gives you like that really perfect steady warmth. And I think it's because it's got the right amount of gold red and the right amount of warmth to it, and it's very easy to apply. This is by far one of Too Faced's better face products or powder products in general, because Too Faced has a habit of really pressing their powder products down almost too much, which is okay, I guess, for pro artists. But I know for some makeup junkies that really like that really wet or really powdery pigment aren't a big fan of these really pressed in pigments. But if you don't mind it and you got the right blushes to make, or the right brushes to make it work, Sun Bunny is a definite ride bronzer all the way. Absolutely love it. I just played with this one the other day, and I love Luminous Peach as well, but I don't think they sell it separately by any means. This came from the little La Belle Carousel collection, but I know they sell the bronzers. For eyeshadow, because all this month for summer we've been doing a promotion at work where we all have to wear like this satiny color, because we're doing like the whole summer nude beach thing. So I think that's why my makeup's a little over jazzed up, because I'm like, yes, color everything now, give it to me. On my days off I want to be drenched in color, because I've been like suffocating without it. So, but there is one of my consistent go-tos every single day has been the Butter London Winks eye crayons, and they're super emollient, super creamy. I love the Butter London Wink eye crayon in Union Jack Black. I absolutely love the name Union Jack Black. This is very creamy and very kohl-like. It's actually smudged all over my lid underneath all my eyeshadows, and this is on my waterline and my lower lash line, and I smudged this out too. And the reason I've been smudging it out is because my eyes really don't do well with like any like hard liner right underneath of it. Like it always kind of tears out. So I've been like really just kind of getting in there and really smudging it out. I've been really liking that extra kind of smoky, kind of really grungy, feathered out, on purpose look more than just having like a really neat eyeliner. And I think like I got really OCD about having neat eyeliner from all those years I wore a wing, but I really like that smudgy, grungy eyeliner almost more. It's easier to do, it's fun to do, doesn't take itself seriously. And also it's a big trend in Asia to do the eyeliner kohl like right down here on the fatty portion of your eyelid, because that's like a sign of youth to have that like fun, that little, I guess, lower eyelid that kind of goes up when you smile, because as you get older this becomes more hollow and sunken in as you have weight loss due to age. So I really like kind of like, I was like, that's interesting. I was like, maybe if I do it, it'll take less emphasis on any under eye creasing I have, and just kind of play with it and have some fun with it. And so far, like, it does create like a really pretty kind of almondy shape to the eye, but also you don't have to work against your eyeliner. And not having to work against my eyeliner is my favorite part of all, along with that little tulip brush. No creasing, not working against my eyeliner, under eye problems done. Of the month, because I almost skipped this, but this is the basis of our face, because it's base. So Kat Von D Lock It Foundation number 44. I love it. It's creamy, covers everything in almost one fell swoop, just makes everything look really creamy and radiant. And whenever you want to add the glow, the highlight, the blush, whatever, the extra face makeup is very susceptible to grabbing this and looking really pretty and pigmented. And I think that's part of the reason why I feel you gotta really tone down the blush with this one, because this really just lets any face products you put on top of it be the star of the show. So you really gotta play it safe, because this is a very flexible but very creamy foundation. And I love how artistic and rich the new packaging is. And she came out with a whole other spectrum, a whole new line of colors, extended her color line. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely. So let's go ahead and dive right in. And that is one of the colors of the mix I'm wearing. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Crush. And it is a neutral, kind of like a beigey, bridal-y color. And what I really love about it is that this is one of the creamier of the Anastasia formulations, but just also really, it's a good basic to have. It's never too mauve-y, never too, it's almost warm. It's almost very, 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 very warm. But I really, really like that one. And it's kind of, the new formulation is kind of on the creamy side, but really, really good. Another favorite nude of mine that I really love is the Butter London Lippy Liquid Lipstick, and this is the shade Tea with the Queen. And what I really, really love about Tea with the Queen is that it looks good on a very kind of careless, easy thrown together look. If you're gonna go have a spa day with your ma day, this is a fun one to throw on, because especially if you're gonna be like eating, some spas serve wine, blah, 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 blah. This is a really good sort of a creamy nude, and it's very tacky, so you do have to blot, but you can see a little bit of your natural lip color through it, and that's what makes it not too over the top. So if you're not wearing a lot of face makeup, it's a very easygoing color. So I really like that color. And then as far as lip gloss is concerned, this is kind of new to me, but it's the Soap and Glory Pillow Plump Double XL. I'm actually wearing it now, and if you hate tinglers, you're gonna hate this product, because it is a hell of a tingler. But when it's done kind of doing that whole plumping process, that extreme tingling process, you're left with a very soft, really almost exfoliated mouth that stays pretty tingled for a long time, pretty plumped up for a long time. And your natural, or your lipsticks kind of become one with your natural lip tone, and just makes it look like you have naturally plump lips. So it will push and move a little bit of a liquid lipstick around. So you do have to kind of, as you can see, you kind of do have to go in and kind of clean up, because it can kind of swell up your mouth and push out the lipstick. So this is definitely something that you would not, if you're gonna wear this, you would not want to overline, because it's going to, your lips will grow with this. I can take or leave the lip injection trend, because it's not like a permanent thing, so it's not something I would do, because it's an awful lot of money to waste. And so I really just like this for that kind of fun temporary thing. And of course I just like how luscious it makes your lips. So at the end of all of the videos, I don't know why I did that, like, hey, welcome back. So for me, it's welcome back, because this is a new take. But I wanted to talk about my Share the Loves, and I always like to pick 4 bloggers or vloggers at the end of all of this stuff. And for me this month, I've decided to pick a blogger, and it is the Healthy Mouse. For those of you who don't follow the Healthy Mouse, aka Jessica, she actually is my little sister. But wait, before you hit the click out of here button, you'll really enjoy her blog if you're a vegan or a vegetarian or are interested in healthy meals, because she has an option for not just vegetarians but for vegans. And she does such a beautiful job at meal planning, at menus, and a lot of them are Disney themed and Disney inspired. One of my favorite blogs of hers was her Disney themed coffees, and I don't live with her, so whenever she posts, it's new to me. We don't talk to each other about all of our like ideas beforehand, because we don't see each other too often. So I look to her blog for new excitement. She doesn't, sometimes she'll say, I'm going to the grocery. I know it might be for her vlog, but I don't know exactly what she's buying. So everything's fresh and new to me whenever I see it posted. And I like reading her vlogs because I feel like, you know, people in your life, sometimes they don't tell you everything. And then sometimes when they put it down in writing, it's really like thought out, and you could feel and hear everything that they're saying, and it's a great way to get to know people. And so I've really been enjoying her vlog. Also, if you're really nosy and you like to know a little bit more about me, because I know I don't put everything out there online, she does share little clips about our childhood sometimes and what brought her to kind of creating a recipe. So you might have fun with her vlog. But like I said, all her stuff is always fun, fresh, and new to me too. Vlogger, if you're also a vegan, if you're somebody who likes do-it-yourselves, if you're somebody who likes natural beauty, natural beauties, then you'll especially love Stephanie Arizona. And the reason I'm bringing her up is because she definitely really enjoys doing YouTube. She doesn't do it for kickbacks. She does it because she genuinely likes to connect with her subscribers. She returns messages to all of her subscribers. She's also a working like actress slash model. She goes out there, she goes to real auditions. She's not just posing like on Instagram and hoping to make it big. She really puts herself out there, but she still remains humble and messages all of her viewers and fans. And there's a lot of those style of beauty vlogs where people have gotten like real deals, real endorsements and stuff like that that don't interact with their fans at all, or don't have a sense of grounding reality. And she does, and that's really appreciative, especially appreciative because she's also a member of the vegan and cruelty-free community, but more so because if you are into natural things, if you want to be like a natural person, a natural mommy, and you care about good ingredients and you're on a budget, she is super budget friendly. She's basically the long-haired natural mermaid of YouTube. She has a real shot at having like a very strong fan base here in California, where we love natural stuff, but also a very strong fan base outside of the United States. She's definitely going to appeal to people who are vegetarian and stuff like that by culture. So that's pretty much why I think like she's pretty much awesome. She's from New York, and a lot of her fashions are very vintage, and so I love her. So I highly recommend you go ahead, check her out, and if you want a fun, real vlog to subscribe to. Now, the next one I really like, if you want another fun, real vlog to subscribe to, is Sunny Submarinian, also known as Vegan Beauty Review. And she's not just a blogger, but she's also a vlogger. So before you run away, if you're not interested in vegan or beauty YouTubers, she's mainly a vegan beauty YouTuber. So with that being said, she talks very highly of a great deal of beauty brands. And if you're somebody who's interested in great skincare, I know she uses OSHA, which is supposed to be like the creme de la creme of natural vegan skincare. She always gets the brand new like vegan subscription box that's new on the market. So she's always trying fun new things. I enjoy that about her. But she's also got the most bubbly personality, and I like what I'm about to say, take this with a real grain of salt, because I'm not trying to pressure anybody to go vegan or anything like that. But of course, as a vegan YouTuber, I'm gonna watch other vegan YouTubers because that's what I like. But her personality is so bubbly, and she's so full of life and natural energy because of all of like the yummy, delicious, natural goodies she eats. You could tell like they're doing right by her. Her skin looks terrific. She's super happy, super bubbly, and really is vegan because she enjoys it. And she's not just a health nut, she's a total foodie. So if somebody like that doesn't make you want to try something vegan, just one little goodie that's vegan, nothing will, because she definitely is a breath of fresh air in the vegan beauty community, because I feel a lot of it can be very negative. And all the three blogs I mentioned to you are full of positivity, because I don't ever want to recommend something to you guys that is not what I want vegans to be remembered as. I want us to be known for being positive and uplifting and being about that namaste life. So these are the three people that I recommend for two last ones. So we're kind of 2 for 2, we're kind of tied for tied, because I can't tell you which one I want to talk about first. because one of them has been a real YouTuber for a long time and one of them just started. But the first one I'm going to talk about is the real YouTuber before we get into the juicy juice. But the first one is HEYPARIS, and she's more or less a vlogger. And I guess why I like her is that she genuinely connects with her viewers. She tells genuine stories. They're not just about like, here's not like story time and then there's a clickbait. Like, she talks about what her title is about, but she's very engaging in her stories. And when I just want to watch somebody have like a real conversation with their viewers, I enjoy it 100%, because it takes a person with great character to give a great delivery on a story. And I feel like that sense of communication is kind of dying. The more technology we get, people don't converse the same way. They get heated, they get upset, and then there's like no delivery, because a lot of people don't want to hear anybody else's opinion. And so I like that she's very strong and very vocal and brings it. So she has been my fun, like I don't know if she's not a beauty YouTuber, but she definitely is more storytime geared. So she's one of my favorite YouTubers to watch when I want to just relax and unwind and hear a fun story. And the next and the last one is Morgan HANBERY. She created the bullshit makeup tutorial that went viral, for those of you who don't know. And she would definitely be, I don't feel bad saying this because I think this is the whole entire thing about her channel. Her channel is supposed to be a guilty pleasure, and JWoww brought her on, I guess, her kind of little thing, and did sort of like a cute, funny little interview with her, but she also let her do her makeup. I saw the comments down below from a lot of pro artists. I don't think they understood what was going on. Maybe they didn't see Morgan HANBERY's initial first bullshit tutorial, but the idea behind a bullshit tutorial is that it's bullshit, first of all. I mean, I'm not saying her makeup is bullshit, because the girl can beat her face, the girl can sing, the girl cracks me up, and the girl's funny without even trying. She's got that natural ability to be so. But I definitely think she's probably got maybe, hopefully, a little singing career or something coming up for her. So, yeah, I think if you're going to post something on YouTube, regardless of what you want out of it, be genuine about it. And if Morgan HANBERY is super talented, just do it. So I will have a favorite vlog or blog from each one of them, and I'll give you that direct link that you can click on it below and explore the rest of their content if you desire, and you can go ahead and take it from there, rather than me giving you like a link, an indirect link just to their site, and then you kind of have to peruse. I'm going to give you my favorite, what sucked me in, what has kept me, what I think is a creme de la creme, and then I'll let you branch out from there. So hopefully you like what I have to say or what I like to watch. And yeah, because I know not all my favorite picks are everybody else's favorite picks. Apparently I like stuff nobody else likes, so, but that's okay. Did you go without a dud? Nope, not this time. So this time our dud of the month has got to be the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Powder. And a lot of you guys know I did not just pick this up. So I've definitely tried to give it a go, and there's just, and that said, sometimes when things don't work in a certain place, I try to find another place to put it. I never waste things. But this product, the only place I like to put it would be, I'm waiting. Yeah, no. Okay, so we thought about it, we tried it, and it just oxidizes. Translucent powder shouldn't turn orange. I really don't like this. Sure, it sets fine lines, like it sets the products from creasing under here, but I'd rather have those fine lines than have a big orange ring around my eye, because everybody is gonna see that. So this is unfortunately a dud, and I guess you could use it to set your eyebrows if you have a product that's too creamy or your brows just kind of come off or whatever with humidity. But this, when you put in your brows, it's almost like too much of a white cast, and it just has problematic packaging as well. So it's kind of just too difficult just to pull it out for that. I hate saying that because that sounds lazy, but I don't have a reason. I never think about this product. It's not a go-to. I don't consider it. I just remember that one time I looked in the mirror and everywhere I put it was orange. That's it. You're out of my life. You're out of my life. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Have fun.